And welcome everybody, this is Jay Running 2, and we are doing a Bloodborne trick weapon tier list. This is solely based off of my own opinion. There is no official ranking on these weapons because you play the way you want to play and you find the style you want to fight in and you pick what weapons, whatever they may be, for your own purposes. List was created by WC Level 81 Nice on Twitter. Thank you very much for creating this hit list. So let's go. Ogmigdal's arm. I could use it. I mean, it's a mace that transforms into a whip. I mean, strength, magic. There's better weapons, in all honesty. But I mean, if you like it, you like it. I'm not. That's something that I wouldn't use unless I had, for some reason, no other options. But, I mean, at that rate, once you get it, because you get it so late in the game, not that late, but late enough, you have, you have other options. So, play that and see. The Beast Claws, I mean, it takes away, for me, Bloodborne is getting like these unique trick weapons they can go lay waste with. It doesn't really jump out at me. The Beast Hunter's Claw. Or the Beast Claw, sorry. It's just... it's meh, in my opinion. I mean, hand-to-hand or hand combat in this game just does not float well. I mean, especially like... when you have, like, it's a mid-range weapon game. Like, most of your weapons are mid-range. And this is too close range. You'll get, I don't know. I don't like it. The Beast Cutter. Looks way cooler when you enter the Old Hunters DLC. When you encounter your first hunter. He looks awesome. Like, he looks awesome. Like, you go up to him, he, like, whips it out, and he, like... fires his gun, and he looks, yeah! But you look kind of like a herb when using it. It's not great. Being for strength build, it's a weapon. You want to try, it's like, if you want to try something different, that's the thing you do. I say I'll place it above the arm. But at that, like literally, like with this, you have other options at this point. You have other options. The Beast Hunter Scythe, a really good skill weapon. I even put it in A. It has a unique, like, kind of like gap closer. Oh, you know what? I'll be it. It's good. It's really good. I wouldn't say it's better than like the Saw Cleaver by any means, but it has that unique land, like, lunge forward that you don't get with most weapons. I just did the motion sitting down, but it's a really good weapon. It scales well with a lot of like with magic as well, but still solid, very solid, good weapon to have. To base a build around, I personally wouldn't do it because you have other things you could do that with, but still solid. Blades of Mercy, I'm going to put at B. Good use. They're fast. You can get a lot of hits in. You can't really use paper with them. And I'd say the Scythe is better than the Blades of Mercy. But not by much. Not really by much. Blades of Mercy are fun. Like I said, lots of hits. Lots of, like, I don't know, you feel like you're tearing into the flesh. And that's what a Beast Hunter does, right? Like, you go in there and you want to kill your freaking prey and just own. And that gives you that feeling, at least. Alright, the Bloodletter, my ranking won't be a fair one because I've never done a strength Bloodtinge. But it's also a pretty rad weapon. I've done a Bloodtinge build, and it's good, But like at that rate, I had the Chicago, and like what else are you gonna use? But still, anyhow, I will rank it at B. Not a fair ranking for it because I've seen some good things happen with it, but it's still good. The boom hammer. I mean, it's a hammer that goes boom. In this trick state, it's ridiculous. I find it to be so fun. Boom. Yeah, that's not much to say else about the boom hammer. Just it goes boom, and it's fun. I'd even take it. Like I said, my ranking with the Bloodletter's not fair, so I'm gonna take the boom hammer before the blood hammer. The boom hammer before the Bloodletter. Sorry. The Perial blade. I've used it. I haven't had, but when I've used, I'll say it's the top tier B item. It has good like crowd control to it. You can't hit it with any papers. Magic scaling, I don't think really does much to it. It's more of a skill build. I mean, it's supposed to be like a magic skill weapon, but but it's still a cool weapon. It's only scythe in the game, and it looks pretty fucking awesome. It does a fair amount of the damage, as they say. So, boom. The Chicago. The one thing that's preventing me from putting it in S, it's so build specific. Skill, Bloodtinge. And like with anything else, if you have it like it's a skill build with no Bloodtinge, it's kind of not great. But skill, Bloodtinge, this thing sings. You can cut through enemies. It's so good. But it's so build specific. You can't use it for every build. Just the one build. So, unfortunately, it sits at A. Church pick. Solid A. Alright, it's fast. It does thrust damage. It turns into like a... So, okay. It's the barrel blade is like the only legit scythe, but you mean that turns into a scythe on the trick side of it. But no matter how you use this weapon, it does righteous damage, it does thrust damage, or serrated damage, right? Please let me know if I'm wrong. But it's so good. It's fast. It's fun. Like, you feel powerful with it. It's good. But PvP, I didn't like it. Like, even with the Chicago, like the PvP, because your health drains, I didn't find it great with PvP. But that's my ability. Not the game's, the way the game designed it. My own ability. So, the HMS Holy Moonlight Sword Slam. Where else would it go? It's the coolest looking weapon. It does great damage. What you do with it is amazing. It's so cool. It's such a cool weapon. In my opinion, not the most powerful weapon, but such a cool weapon. Oh my god. Like, especially after you fight you have with Ludwig. Oh my god. It's worth the whole thing. It's even even when you get it, it's worth even just saving a blood rock, because you get that right. You can purchase one from, well, pending where you are in the game. You can purchase one from the Insight store. I personally would put my blood rock on the weapon I've been building my build around, and then when I come across this, my second blood rock would go into this. It's always a part of my top arsenal, exception for the Bloodtinge build, because it's kind of useless in that way. Hunter's Axe. That's an A. Easy A. It's just so good. Spin to win. It's just like a beautiful strength weapon that has, in its transformed state, has the range. In this untransformed state, it still does decent damage. And just feel like this ultimate axe wielding badass. That's the way, like, if that R2 or whatever the bottom R trigger for whatever you're playing on. Well, it's PlayStation, right? It's only on PlayStation. It's the R2. That charged R2. Spin to win. Literally spin to win. And that's where it's going to sit right now. So the Kirk Hammer, I loved this weapon at first, and then I got deep into it. I would say after like playing through the game multiple times, I put in C. I put C. There's other weapons that can do something similar and are better. If you want that game to be more challenging, say via, I'm going to point with the, like, if you don't have the Lewis Holy Blade, HMS, I don't know, the Saw Cleaver, like the Whirligig Saw. You can use it, but I mean, you at that rate, you'll like continue on and find better weapons, and this will just be left in the dust. It's like clunky. The R2 is just slow, and you feel like kind of like you're just slamming the ground, like bam, 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 bam. It's not great. It doesn't do that good of damage. The Cost Parasite, very magic specific, very, very neat weapon, very unique weapon. Not a favorite of mine. I mean, doing a magic build, if you're not using your tools, or arcane build, sorry, you're not using your tools, you're doing it wrong. I mean, if you do a legit arcane build, 99 arcane, yes, the Cost Parasite should be your weapon, but your tools are your weapon. This is just your safeguard. It has some cool attacks, especially mixed with the rune you get from Saint Adeline. I can't think of the name. It gets that full move set that looks super cool. You can turn to broccoli head or cauliflower head. Super cool move set. But they're just weapons that, in my opinion, are better. And I don't find Arcane to be, though it can be powerful, it's not that great. Like I said, personal opinions. Lucarius Wheel. Just suck it. Suck it hard. I had to use it. I did a strength arcane build. And another weapon will be on this. Right down here with it that I had. I just... Yeah. I'll put the Beast Claw before that. Though, yes, it can do some good damage. There are good things about it. It's dumb. It's so bad. It's just a worse version of the Kirk Hammer. It just does magic damage. It just scales with magic well. That's the only thing about it. Ludwig's Holy Blade. My opinion, the strongest weapon of the game, and one of... Oh, no, HMS. One of the best weapons in the game, if not the best weapon in the game. Holy Moses. What a... Like, the moveset is great. You get... It's like the weapon itself scales well with your strength, your skill, and arcane. You cannot go wrong with this weapon. It suits any build, exception for a Bloodtinge. Bloodtinge is very specific. You're going to get your Chikage. You're going to get your Bloodletter. Even though it kind of sucks, the Bloodletter doesn't come later. It doesn't come till later in the game. That's the worst part. But the Ludwig's Holy Blade, the HLB, my favorite weapon in the game. It's just, you just cut through people. Great with PvP. I've had much success with this weapon in PvP. It's so good. It's so good. That's why everyone fucking uses it. And especially when the game came out. This was the weapon when the game came out. And that game came out, was it 2021? The game's been out for, I think, 5-6 years at this rate. You still can't go wrong with it. You still can't. The Rakuyo. Wham bam, slam you, ma'am. I'll put it behind the church pick because the church pick is a new love. Like, I finally got it on all my playthroughs. The church pick, it's great. Kuyo though, the one thing that pisses me off about it, you get it so late, you gotta fight the Sharkmen. Though they are parryable. I found that out too. My last playthrough. Rakuyo is great. It's basically a way better version of the Blades of Mercy because you can enchant it. It's just so good. It's fast. The moveset's cool. And you get a spin to win move, which isn't really the focus on it, but you can spin to win with this one. It's just not as good as the Hunter's Axe, the spin to win. But I think it's a better weapon. So I'm going to have a difficult way to pronounce this. The Riper Splash. I'd say it the top of the sea weapons. You know, if you're doing a Bloodtinge build and you want something a little different, take it. But I mean, you're gonna ditch it for the Chikage. Like, it's a rapier that has a gun on it, and that's the transform state, the gun. The moveset's quick, but there are better skill weapons. It's not trash. It's not a trash weapon, but they're just better. Rifle spear. I'd say it's worse. Here, let's fix that. It's worse than the Logarius wheel. Worse than the Beast Claws. It's just, I don't know. If range combat's your thing, that's fine, but I think you'll be Bloodborne wrong. That's a rifle that can shoot guns. Shoot bullets. It's. I tried. I really tried hard. I just can't with that weapon. No way. No freaking way. The Saw Cleaver. Yeah. I'd say it's better. For a starting weapon, great. You can play the whole game with it. It's so fun to use. The trick, even though it like just opens up, it's very quick. It's very good. It's more strength based, but not by much. It's like it's 8 strength, 7 skill. I could be wrong, but I know that strength is above the skill in the initial stats of it. It's good. It's real good. It's fun. I mean, the tape around it makes it look cool. Super fun. Super fun weapon. You can literally play the whole game with this. The Saw Spear. A must. And this is how I'm going to say it. A must for any Arcane build. And for a skill build even, I'd say you can even have it for a strength build. It's only below the Hunter's Axe because these are beginning weapons that you can literally just own with the whole time. If you do the Arcane scaling right with this weapon, this thing is beast. It's so good. I did it as a... So it's an arcane strength. This was my fire weapon. Everything just got put down. Like, I had the Locarius wheel. I had the Tonitrus. This thing sang until I got the freaking Moonlight Sword. This was the lead singer, and then this guy came in, and between these two, way between the HMS and the Saw Spear. Oh my god. I'm not crazy about the transform state. It's kind of feels like you're swinging a really long stick. But its moveset, like in its untransformed state, is fast, it's efficient, it does serrated damage, it's so good. Alright. Ludwig's Holy Blade. Not Ludwig's Holy Blade. Simon's Bowblade. Sorry. Simon's Bowblade. I like this weapon a lot. It's not as good as I think it is, though. Because by the time when you use this, you get this for a Bloodtinge build. This is your supplemental weapon. If you're not using the Chikage, you're using this. And you're using the Chikage 85% of the time once you get this. The arrows do really good damage versus having a gun in the transform state. And the blade actually has a pretty cool moveset. It's here. I'll put it right here. That's where it needs to be. That's where it needs to be. Well, I see an error. I see an error in what I've done. It's not piecing well together. Oh, we're going to keep it as is. So the error has, like, I keep seeing just like, I should have at least 4, but up top, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. The stake driver. Outside of its absurd charge attack. I'm not nuts about this weapon, but this charge attack is absurd. You just like kind of like just keep pulling back, you just charge, and it's just like kaboom. It's outright hilarious, but it's just I don't like it. Outside of that, I don't like it. The poor man's beast cutter, the threaded cane. I'll take it over the wheel. You know what? We'll even do a switcheroo here. I'd take the threaded cane over the Kirk hammer. I mean, it's not great. I personally hate the transform state. But I get more use out of the untransformed state than this thing any day. Plus, once you get the Ludwig's Holy Blade, just null and void. A lot of things. Once you get this, a lot of things are null and void. The Thread Cane, yes, that's a bottom tier C item. Bottom tier. Yeah, Kirk Hammer is staying where it is. Fuck you and your shitty electric damage. That's all I'm going to say about the Tonitrus. Fuck you. A little aggressive. Sorry. And the Whirligig Saw. It's a power saw on a mace. Literally. A power saw. Or a table saw on a... Well, not a table saw. Like a buzz saw on a mace. You turn it on and you cut through enemies. It's amazing. Like, for real. Amazing. So that's it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And this was the tier list. The top 3, the Holy Blade, the Whirligig, and the HMS. Though there are these weapons I really like. I mean, How could you not? How could you not? And the only thing that's holding back the Chikage, it's so build specific. Everything else here you can use. Well, this is more strength build, but anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later for more extra content of some sort. Peace out.